Multiplying by multiples of 10. This video provides an example for how students might use base 10 blocks or dimes for multiplying by multiples of 10. This video is for teacher PD, but not intended for use with students. We always want to encourage students to think on their own. You might begin this work with students by asking questions like, how could you use base 10 blocks to represent this problem? Or, how can I see the 5 in your representation? How can I see the 30 in your representation? Miguel has 5 sections in his math notebook. Each section has 30 pages. How many pages are in Miguel's notebook? We can think of this as 5 times 30 because there are 5 sections in the notebook and each section has 30 pages. I can represent this using base 10 blocks. There's one group of 30 that represents one section in the notebook. Two groups of 30, there's the second section in the notebook. 3 groups of 30. 4 groups of 30. And 5 groups of 30. I can also think of this, since each group has 3 groups of 10s in it, I can think of it as 5 times 3 times 10, since one bar is worth 10. When I think of it that way, I can see that I have 15 10s, because 5 times 3 is 15. So I also think of this as 15 times 10. If I know that I have 15 10s, I can rearrange them into groups of 10 10s. I have 3, 6, 9, 10. There's one group of 10 10s, that's 100. Then I have 5 left over, so I have 100 plus 50. Which is 150. There are 150 pages in Miguel's notebook. Yolanda has 4 colors of beads. She has 60 beads in each color. How many beads does Yolanda have? We can think of this as 4 times 60 because there are 4 colors of beads and 60 of each color. There are 4 groups of 60 beads. We can use dimes to represent this. There's one group of 60, 2 groups of 60, 3 groups of 60, and 4 groups of 60. Since there are 4 groups with 6 dimes in each group, and each dime is worth 10 cents, we can think about this as 4 times 6 times 10. 4 groups of 6 dimes is 24 dimes. So we can also think of this as 24 times 10. If we know that we have 24 10s, we can rearrange the 10s into groups of 100. So if I take this group of 60, and I make that a group of 10 dimes, I now have 100 because 10 10s is 100. Now I have another 100. And you can see that I have 4 dimes left over. So I have 100 plus 100 plus 40, which is 240. Yolanda has 240 beads.